Malabar Farms for spring plowing days. And joining me is Joe Reed from the Central Ohio Draft Horse Association or organization?
Association.
But you've got members from not just Ohio, but from other states.
Yeah, a couple. Just mainly because they want to be members. To be in this organization, you need to be a member to participate in these events, and that's why the people have been in it.
Now, we say these events. This is one of how many your organization would participate or even put on, for that matter.
This is the main one here, and then we do some plowing, what you call get-togethers. Not actually a plowing contest. We just get together for the fun of it.
Now, when you say get together fun of it, truly for this group, this is a social event that they love to talk about their horses and what they do.
Yeah, it's more of just a get together. Like my wife said, it's just bull sessions. That's all it is. Everybody sitting around, and you do more talking, you do plowing, and that's the way it is around this events and our events we have earlier than that too.
Now, tell me about the horses that are in this event and why people like you, and you were talking to some other folks, 30-some years you've been doing this kind of a program?
Yeah, we've been at it our club's been existing for 40 years. And we just done it just to get together and have fun and show off our horses and just have some fun and just do it. That's all we do it for. And just started off small and just kept growing. And we've got 140 members in the club now and something like that. Last count I know. And some people have horses. Some people don't have horses. Some people have saddle horses. It's just there ain't no rules or regulations as far as being a member of the club.
Now, when you come out to an event like this, other than the social aspect for your members, what do the spectators get? Because I talked to several people in the crowd today who came from all different parts of the area just to come out because Dad used to have one.
That's a lot of it. People come out to see how they used to do it many, many years ago, and a lot of people just like to see the horses out there working. It's different. You don't see it too often unless you get into Amish country, and they don't. People don't like to see that, so then they're nice to see the fat horses.
See the big horses out working. Now, Malabar Farm you can find on the web at malabarfarm.org. But if you like to get out to many of the events like this one, you got to come out the right time of the year, and you're getting the horses really just kind of coming off of winter, aren't you?
Yeah, a lot of them getting their hair shedded out. Some of these horses have been working. Some of them ain't seen any work, and there's guys that brought their plows out ain't seen anything since last fall, but some of the horses have seen several days' work. I've done quite a bit of farm with mine. I do a lot of farm with my horses.
You get to have fun with them every day then?
Oh, we try, yeah. Some days it's fun, some days it's work. Depends on how they're working.
Tell me about a horse. Now, when you start the horse down the furrow here, ideally we're supposed to be, I'm thinking, straight is good, but, if you want to make some fun for the guy behind you, put a few curves in it.
Well, yeah, but that ain't the way. You're trying to make a nice straight and nice fur and turn it over. That's what you're judging on, a straight fur, and he's turning the job over nice. And you like to see the horses walking along slow. The slower the better, because you don't want them going fast when you hit a rock. You can go take a real fly and trip.
So sometimes you've seen a dirt fly out of the back of it. They're going just nice speed, but a rock would be a real big problem for that.
Oh, yeah, you hit a rock right on the tip. I've took some flyers with those rascals.
Right off the seat, huh?
Oh yeah, I've had clevises break and go flying over the handles. That ain't no fun.
No fun whatsoever. Now let's talk about what is the furrow supposed to look like when you're in competition other than straight.
Well, you're looking for depth depending on your width of your plow. Just like with a tractor plow, if you're a 12-inch plow, you should be going around 6 inches deep, and you should be doing a nice 12-inch wide furrow. And if it's a 14, and there's some places have 16-inch plows, so you're plowing a little deeper and just turning all the trash under and that kind of stuff. Sometimes it comes down to a coin toss on who gets first, second, and third when you're judging these things.
But you're looking for all the green or brown on the top residue to disappear. Does the furrow end up standing up, or does it lay fully over?
It should be rolling over, yeah. It should be kind of laying over. Some plows will stand them up more, but I like seeing them laying over.
Soil profile today, I was out doing a little breaking of it, and it looks like it's crumbling pretty well.
Yeah, it ain't bad. We've been up here when it's been real wet or super dry, so it's really plowing kind of nice.
Now, when we talk about the different kinds of horses, mostly out here today we had Percherons and?
We got Percheron, Belgians, there's some pair of spotted drafts and some ponies.
I saw a mule.
Mules, yeah, there's a couple. I think just one pair of mules here, old Pinky Sheets with his 3.
Now, also, you guys try to have some fun with it, riding them, but for the horses sometimes they're like, what's going on? This isn't right.
Well, some of the horses only get rode at one event a year, so they're a little bit green, so you just hope not to hit the ground when you do that.
Yeah, we saw you out on one horse that it actually get out and run pretty well with you.
Well, I've been running. He's an 11-year-old horse, and I've been running since he's a two-year-old. We started him when he was a 2-year-old. He likes to be a saddle horse better than he does a draft horse, I think old Henry does.
Well, that's probably easier for him, isn't it?
Well, in a way it is, yeah. But it's in Henry's nature. He'd rather run than walk along as a workhorse, but he does everything.
Now, Mike, that you also rode, is just a 40-year-old, and he would rather try to figure out exactly what's going on versus why is this guy back there.
Yeah, he gets a little nervous and a little green. This is his first time being rode him. We weren't sure if we rode him before, but then after we got on him, we realized we never been on him before.
But that wasn't a problem, though. He didn't really mind, other than he had to figure out what was happening.
No, we didn't get too rough with him, or I think he would have tried to buck me off, but...
Barrel racing and the egg, we might see at a county fair kind of event, but an entirely different concept on a draft horse.
Yeah, draft horse, and you got to wear harness too, and that makes it a little more different than if you had a saddle on him. It's nice. At Worcester Fair, I run Henry with the saddle against the saddle horses up there, and he does all right.
It's a big saddle, isn't it?
Yeah, we just big long girth. That's all you got to have.
When you talk about other events, where will you in the organization go throughout the summer as you, if other people try to figure out where can we go see some fun activities with draft horses?
Well, most of our events are kind of winding up now. We've had a couple of plowing get-togethers earlier than the spring, and then we'll be here this fall Heritage Days here, and there's a lot of fairs going on and that kind of stuff. But because we're here in spring and maple syrup days and hauling people, and then we'll be here this fall.
So the fall will be the next event. Check it out. And, of course, MalabarFarm.org is a place to get all of that. Where's home for you?
I'm Knox County, Fredericktown.
And that's also, when you out there on the Percherons, that's the national headquarters for Percheron as well.
Yeah, our national Percheron office has been there since '81, and where we get them. We had one last day of April. We had a plowing match there, and we done that. And
before I forget, I meant to come over because one of the kids was talking about things for and left today. Gi and ha. Explain that for the audience. Those are commands for a horse, just like giving directions, and a well-trained horse knows exactly what that means.
Yep, G's right and ha's left. And if they're really well-trained, you don't even have to pull the line. You just speak that, and the horse will go automatically.
And you used to have a pair that you did that, and it could actually run a team while you were actually driving the other team.
Yeah, I had three of us broke that well. I just set the lines, and they plowed on their own.
Gotta love voice command for horse, and here we thought remote control tractors was going to be something in the future. It's merely catching up. I've been visiting with Joe Reed. He's the president of the Central Ohio Draft Horse Association. We're at Malabar Farm for spring plowing days. Check out MalabarFarm.org for all their activities on more than 900 acres here in Richland County, and yes, it's part of the Ohio Park system. Down the Road is brought to you in part by Prince Agra, makers of Omnigen AF, advancing animal nutrition for healthy animals, and Woodruff Enterprise of Springfield, Ohio.